Hi, this is Richard Fields with this week's Report from the Fields. Jeff Bezos is, of course, the founder of Amazon and space company Blue Origin. He's also the owner of the Washington Post, which has been a consistently center-left newspaper for decades. Imagine my amazement when I read Bezos' statement that, quote, "We are going to be writing every day in support and defense of two pillars, personal liberties and free markets," end quote. My first thought was, that sounds familiar. Oh yeah, it's similar to Free Minds and Free Markets, the subhead of Reason magazine, the libertarian magazine since its inception. My second thought was, fantastic. That means there are now two major market daily newspapers with a libertarian bent. The newspaper I subscribe to, the Orange County Register, and now the Washington Post. The first clue that something was up was when Bezos refused to let the paper endorse Kamala Harris in last year's presidential campaign, much to the consternation of the Post's editorial staff. But no endorsement meant that there was no endorsement of Trump either. Since the election, he has cozied up to Trump, but hell, most of the tech bros have. Even Mark Zuckerberg, who slavishly followed the Biden administration's censorship diktats on COVID and Biden family corruption. The choice of words is also interesting. Personal liberties and free markets are certainly not the hallmarks of MAGA Republicans. Quite the opposite. Wholesale expulsion of immigrants is a fundamental violation of their personal liberty to live wherever they can find a job and a place to live. And getting rid of DEI programs is good insofar as it eliminates government discrimination, but the way the Trump administration is doing it is extremely mean-spirited and almost certainly firing competent trans people and people of color is discriminatory in and of itself, the old-fashioned kind of discrimination. And tariffs are the opposite of free markets. And the threats to reclaim the Panama Canal, annex Canada, Greenland, and Gaza are horrific violations of the personal liberties of the people who live in those places and the very concept of free markets. There's no question that Bezos is an American entrepreneurial success story. He started Amazon in a garage in Bellevue, Washington. But like Elon Musk and most other multi-billionaires, he has been willing to sell his services to whoever was willing to buy them, including the CIA as customer of Amazon Web Services, the Pentagon for Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure, Immigration and Border Control and Customs Enforcement for its recognition surveillance software, and of course NASA for its Blue Origin contracts. But we libertarians need to welcome erstwhile allies even when they are not as pure as we would like them to be. Elon Musk is doing great work with X and with Doge, while much of the rest of what the Trump administration does is lamentable. If Bezos' opinion pages continue to publish articles critical of authoritarian tendencies of the Trump administration, like a recent piece by Dana Milbank, I'll take that as a sign that Bezos is actually sincere about his small L libertarianism. We shall see. I'm Richard Fields, and that's this week's Report from the Fields.